here. Come one, come all. Nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we done, what we is, what we isn't, and what we is here today. I'm sorry if the camera looks a little wonky. Hello, Burbo. Hello. Oh, sorry, it's not even Burbo anymore. It's Burbogard. Hello, Charles. Hello, all the beautiful people. Sorry that this has been so long. This weekend, there was a medieval festival, so I've been off gallivanting around dressed in medieval attire and haven't had the chance to get over to the greatness that is One Piece! And thankfully, because I've been doing so many things, because I have been out doing anything but being on my phone, I haven't seen shit! I haven't seen what people's thoughts are on the chapter, I haven't been spoiled, I have been gone with the wind, right? So, hello, Jachan. So, I'm excited, I'm keen, I'm happy to get back here and have this greatness, alright? Oda-san cover page is already high. I haven't actually read the cover page yet. Chapter 1150. Ooh! Just the name of the chapter! Rocks versus Harold? Ooh. Hold up. Something dangerous happened then. Please tell me nothing cut off. Sorry, I just fat-fingered. Yep, okay, sorry. I thought all of YouTube just crashed then. That scared the dickens out of me. Sorry, lads. Alright, I'm here. Moving my drink away from my mouse now. Alrighty. So, fucking Rocks vs. Harold. Apparently we're getting the Rocks vs. Harold fight this chapter. Neat. Don't know how that's gonna go. Whoa, what the f- Kozuki Moria. Only child Yamato in the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 40. Here lies the Pirate of Justice. Hold up! Kozuki Moria? Gecko Moria, Kozuki or... Oh. Chat, what the fuck am I looking at? Did Moria get an honorary Kozuki title? Wait, hold up. What was the cover page last week? He died protecting the village from Kaido, leaving no trace of his body behind. Hold up. I'm now having to go back weeks and weeks. I'm looking at these cover pages. No. Fuck idols. Fuck the idols. Hold up. What the shit am I reading? How long's it been since we got the cover story for this? Hold up. I've gone back so many. At the grave of a hero born in the West Blue and brought up in Ringo. Was Moria raised in freaking Wano? And he spanned the block on Oh, wait, hold up. I'm a TikTok kind of lagging New World, so this is the first. So is his first name Gecko or Moria? Well, Monkey D. Luffy, right? Gecko would be the last name, Moria would be the first name, but that could be an alias. Like, he could have changed his name when he set out to sea in the world, so people wouldn't associate him with Wano. Because, wait, what is... Oh, hold up. My Japanese is a little fucking shit. The kanji's kind of similar too, isn't it? hold up. They said Ringo in West Blue, though. Can't be Moria then, right? Or could he have been... It could even be Moria's dad. And Gecko Moria spanned the block for his dad. You know, if Moria's like a bastard or something. Wait, how old is Moria? Moria's in his like 50s, ain't he? Whoa. How old is Gecko Moria? He's 50! He 100%... Okay, wait. We might be jumping the gun too much. Because there's like, you know, Great General of Staff Suru. But then you also have Kinemon's wife Suru. So it's like, Wano does tend to have double ups on names. There's also like Kaku from CP9 and then Kaku from like the gang that was troubling Sanji. So maybe it's just a complete like, you know, nah. But West Blue, Moria's from West Blue. And I mean, like, Moria went from having a chin to being, you know, nearly Necklace Nick, right? No. And even look at the shrine above Kozuki Moria. You've got what looks like a giant with the Oni horns like Moria. Oh, my head. My head is hurting. Could this be why he was able to go to Wano and retrieve Ryuma and his sword? People rode with this to just hate on Odin. What? Bro, this wouldn't have been Odin. Oh, because Moria came and fought Kaido while Odin was... Okay. Bro, if Odin and Moria are stepbrothers, or Moria is his adoptive brother, like low-key, remember, Odin's dad has a habit of adopting people. He adopted Toko. No, not a Toko. How am I forgetting her name? Otama. You know what I mean? So there is a fucking precedent for the Kozuki adopting people. Hold up, let me. What am I doing? I can't even. We're cutting straight to more Roger, and I'm so excited about it. But I'm not going to be able to focus. I'm just going to be sitting here rattling my brain over Gecko Moria shit. Like, a certain sea, Roger's ship, the Oro Jackson. Captain Roger. So it's important to know that at this point in time as well, it's clearly established that Tom's already built the Oro Jackson. So Tom built that ship for them a fucking fair ways ago. You know what I good? Hey Grief, how you going, brother? In the age of the legendary pirates. Captain Roger, I heard Shaki opened up a place on Pirate Island. They say it's unbelievable. We worried we'd never see her again when she quit being Empress. But now we know where she is. Let's go! Doesn't Rox control Pirate Island? And everyone's excited. And my boy Gaban's sitting there pondering like, Say, Ray-san, is it just me, or has Roger been in a bad mood ever since you two spoke in his quarters? What did you discuss? Nothing. It's gonna be some fight over Shaki. If they're talking about Shaki and Roger's pouting like this, right? Like, it's gonna be because last time Shaqy only gave Rayleigh fucking, you know, kudos and was shit-talking Roger. I wasn't gonna say anything to the crew, but I figured I should talk to you one-on-one, Roger. Was this during our last fight with the Kuja Pirates, just before she quit? Shakayaki did seem off back then. Like she was sick or something. It's gonna be the love sickness. She's gonna have the love sickness! Ah, alright. Oh, but the egg... Wait. The egg is still here. The egg is still here, Jashan. I worried she stepped down because of her health. But you're telling me she gave you this during the battle? Yeah, I was speechless. Brother, could not be more clear! Come and make me yours, Shucky. Bro, I'm flushing. Shit, that would work on me. This can only be described as a love letter. And you're not interested? I'd be lying if I said that. I just don't want to be tied down. Well, I do. Yo. Oh, TikTok's all laggy, is it? Hold up. It does get a bit like this sometimes, I'm sorry. The old Australian interwebs does get a little bit laggy at times. I do apologize. Is that a little bit better? I can't tell. I hope that's better. Alright. Come on, man. I ain't giving up, huh? You're energetic all of a sudden, Roger. Pirates live to plunder, and we don't stop till the prize is claimed. Ain't that right, fellas? Is he still talking about Shaqy? Yeah. Yo, look at the fucking beak on this fella here. Unironically, bro has a nose the size of Roger's head. He looks like... You know how your brain, like, blocks out your nose so you can't see it, even though you can always see your nose? Bro looks like he can see his nose like it's a fucking waypoint in a video game, right? Bro got the whole setup. Oh, are you talking about, the love... Dude, they're talking about Shaqy. Roger's looking shitty. It's definitely because bro was wanting to get laid. And, like, we know Shaqy and Rayleigh end up together. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. The chef is Max on the Roger Pirates. He in the chapter. Yeah. Is he still talking about Shaqy? Yeah. Gotta be, why else would we go to Rock's Island of all places? Everyone's got an equal chance. Let's go and get her. Marks, I'm hungry. Make it... Yo, doesn't Roger look like Shanks here? Oda's done such a great job of balancing Roger looking identical to Ace, looking identical to Shanks, and then in a weird way having the same personality as Luffy. It's already done, dig in. Whew! Sometime later, 40 years ago, the Holy Land of Marie Joie. Ooh la fucking la. You're impatient, darling. The previous competition just ended. I'm aware, but while we were completing another assignment, we briefly stopped at that island. Oh. The old LED's just parked out on me. How the tables have turned. Roger does have a cook. Sanji upscale. The Zoro and Sanji rivalry has to be studied. It's like Zoro and Sanji, Cavendish and Barto, Lauren Kidd, right? Akainu Aokiji, right? Oda has probably the best rivalries and split, like community split down the middle on A or Bs out of any major shonen. Fuck, any shonen. I'll take that. I don't think there could be a more decisive split down the middle for practically all of these characters where people love the extremes on either sides. You know what I mean? You had to give it up, yeah. Pick a Discord whenever you get a chance. Ooh, hold up. What am I missing on Discord? Oh, is it chapter related or non-chapter related, Cookie? Hold up. I'll wait for you to message that. If it's chapter related, I will look at it. If not, I'll wait until after. Garling's sitting on the seat now. I had to bring it up. Yeah, true. I still think Garling looks goofy as fuck. I think this is a fucking woefully ugly design. I like old Garling so much more. This version of Garling looks... He just looks like an obnoxious douche nozzle. And, like, mind you, he's always going to be, right? But this is just foul. Alrighty. You're impatient, Garling. The previous competition just ended. I'm aware. But while we were completing another assignment, we briefly stopped at that island. It's a non-affiliated state, but it has a unique culture. We tried offering them membership in the world government, but they declined. While their abundant resources would certainly prove valuable for us, we just made an outrageous discovery. It was a completely unexpected find. Hey Hero, you come to read the chapter too? Anyone want to see a kitty? Oh, okay. He's just farting around. But, Hero, poke your head in for a second, say hi. Or not. Alright. Run away. And the Great One will surely be pleased with it. In 2 years' time, I strongly urge you to... Can you stop yelling? Chill. Damn. In 2 years' time, I strongly urge you to hold the next hunt at God Valley. Shaki's... Yo, that's actually crazy. He's... To go from the dude that's genuinely kiss-assing the Gorosei, knows his plays, you know, young whippersnapper, to the dude that walks in after Saturn gets erased and goes, I'm on orders from higher up. Genuinely. Shaki's rip-off bar, Pirate Island. Get in a single file line, you idiots. What? It's that much? I don't have that kind of money. Come to the back. You can work it off with 2 years of unpaid labor. Huh? I came all the way from the North Blue. I hear you have some great whiskey. And that Shaki makes a mean stew. A cute compliment like that makes me smile. But I'm not going to personally cook for people like you. What? She's just how I dreamed. I'm so happy. Shaki-san, my special bean stew is ready, but we're out of whiskey. Use the cheap rum instead. Anyway, here's your... I fucking love Shakiyaki. Bro, anyway, here's your top quality whiskey. 3 cheers for our host's poor service. Bro literally just said, swap the labels, give them the cheap shit, tell them it's premium. They won't know the difference, right? They're just here to give us money. That's it. This is a con. This is a con. I love it. Shaki's ripoff bar be a premium ripoff. Yeah, and look at Rox. What happened, Rox? I'm kind of sad that satisfied grin isn't for me anymore. Huh? Oh, bro's been getting some side action. Are we... This is close to God Valley. How long ago was this? 40 years ago? Blackbeard? Bro's effect's been getting his, Mama. See, a woman's intuition is a scary thing. Huh? Shut up! I said it's none of your business! So, are we not going to find out anything about Blackbeard's mum here? Okay. I wonder whether or not Blackbeard's mum and sister are still going to be real in the story. Or if Oda's scrapped idea of Ace meeting them is going to be, like, completely abandoned. Or if they're going to come back in, like, a Blackbeard flashback at some point in time. Because this Rock's flashback is important. But even though this is a flashback about how Harold dies, and thus a flashback about Rox and Harold, we're getting an awful lot of focus on Roger and skimming Rox as a person in a lot of weird ways. I've been loving the characterization, but has anyone noticed for a flashback about Harold and Rox, we're skipping past a lot of Harold and Rox? And I think it's a bait and switch, where it's, like, specifically being designed to make us be more than content and happy with what we're getting. But in a weird way, we're missing a lot of stuff. Is that just me? Anyone getting this? Yeah, hey Trishan, how are you, man? This has felt really, really interesting. What's going on, dummy? It has to be a woman. The guy's grinning like he's expecting a kid. See? The women are on the money on this. Shaggy, I've come for you. My boy Gaban's London, Shaggy Chwan. It's me. It's the Roger part. Get a pic. Oh, Roger. Roger, how many times do I got to tell you that this is my island? Didn't you hear? Fighting at Shaggy's is forbidden. So stuff it, you porcupine. Yeah, I actually love this. Isn't there a huge line out there? How'd you get in here? Did you wait in it? There was a line I hardly noticed. Yo, bro flattened the crowd to get some of that shakyaki. Drink up, everybody. Yeah. I can't stand those guys. They're so noisy. Put it on Newgate's tag. Nah, leave it on Rocks. Roger. Where's Rayson? I told him to come, but he said he wasn't feeling well, so he's napping on the ship. Kia, is that Roger? I've waited to see you again so badly. Now let me on your ship. Gloriosa? I told you no. Yo. Bro just shut that shit down. Bro said, I'm sorry. I like... Bro really hit the... I like my steak rare, not well done. Just because you're willing to, come hop on the plate doesn't mean it's a meal I want to partake. Call back to Marco talking about Whitebeard's tab. Yo, true! Whitebeard being stingy, he's got to send all of his cash back home. He was saving money for the homestead. I actually feel a little upset that we haven't gotten more of young Whitebeard here, though. Like, I feel like he's also someone that we've been missing out on. Like, I want to see more of them. I would fucking watch a entire new series of just following the old gen and their adventures. Like, Garp, Sengoku, Kong, Whitebeard, Roger, fucking Gaban, Rayleigh, like, all of these guys, Rocks, all of them, I would watch their shit out of. No, I told you, I'm not into lovey-dovey women who throw themselves at me. But if Shaki asked, it'd be different. What? That makes no sense. And he shuts that shit down, she shuts that shit down. Right? I'll pass. Right? I need one-shot Kong vs. Prime Whitebeard. Ooh. Jashan, I like the way you're thinking. And Roger's looking over. Yo, isn't Newgate still here? I want to drink with him. He left. Ma. Damn it, Rayleigh. Why didn't you come? Yo. Roger really ruined the world. Low-key. Like, everyone take a minute here. Everyone take a moment and soak this in. Just please soak it in for me for a moment, right? The entire, like, this scene right here. You've got so many of the world's most famous pirates at a pub. Drinking. Going out, pillaging, rampaging, coming back, drinking. Right? When Big Mum was being defeated and she was falling, in Wano, and it was, part of it's here, Roger, why'd you say that? Why did you go and tell everyone to set out and look for this? You ruined it. Right? That hits so much differently here. Because think about this, right? The worst generation, the current state of piracy, the current pirates, you can't have all these big name pirates go to a bar, sit down, have a drink, and get along. There is no, when we're out at sea, we're enemies. When we're here, it's peace, bro. This is the pirate paradise. We're just drinking and chilling. Mocktown, and I love that Mocktown is the introduction of Blackbeard properly in the story as well. Mocktown is Roger's bastardization of this. Because by Roger telling everyone to go out and set sail for his treasure, right? He sent all these people out into the world that were selfish individuals, as opposed to, this golden age here. Fuck the great age of pirates. This right here, think about it. You've got 3 Yonko sitting at a pub. You've got all these titans, people from different cultures sitting here, drinking, laughing, having fun together. Roger ruined the shit out of this. All these fucking no-name losers being set out to sea now because they just want to it's like finding the lotto, right? The culture's gone. This right here is going to the gym in the 80s. You got fucking Arnie. You got Ronnie Coleman. You got Sylvester. This is the equivalent of all the bodybuilder movie stars out in public, smoking a stack of cigars, drinking some fucking heavy whiskey, and then pumping iron, and then cutting to the modern day version of the gym and bodybuilding, and people I'm sorry if this seems like a random tangent. Do you guys get what I'm meaning? Is this not actually such a beautiful representation of this era that it makes the current era really depressing? I actually feel so bad. Think about Kaido and Big Mom teaming up. They hadn't seen each other in years because Roger forced this sort of thing where they became their fucking they became the same thing as Roger's era. These individual assholes, right? Yeah, it's early 90s to early 2000s wrestling, and then the modern era of wrestling. You know what I mean? This is heartbreaking. And Kaido and Big Mom seeing each other, they fight for a few days, and then immediately it's like the old days, bro. They're trying to relive the glory days. They're let's make an alliance. We'll fuck over everyone. Me and you, 100 years. Me and you, bro. Just to get fucked over by these pesky kids. This is actually heartbreaking in a sense. And it's these guys in this section of the era, they got plenty of bad stuff about them. But these guys in this era here, they're keeping each other in check, so they're nowhere near as, arrogantly fucked. This is actually so heartbreaking to me. If you were to tell me, right, in Whole Cake Island, where it was Roger had to sneak into Big Mom's territory and steal her poneglyph, right? And people were oh my god, Roger's a rat just like Shanks, he had to sneak. Dude, if you told me from that Roger and Big Mom would be sitting at a bar laughing over other legendary pirates, giving up on their girls because it seems like they got a side piece going on, I would have been like, nice headcanon. Nice headcanon. This actually is like the most beautiful thing. And I actually feel really hard, like, it hurts that we don't get this in this next generation. Like, I feel like the closest thing we've gotten from this is Mocktown with Luffy and Blackbeard, and on Sabati Archipelago with Kid and Apu. But Kid and Apu, like, Apu flipped Kid off, and the Kid just said, let's bounce. There is no tavern scene, pub scene, bar scene from this generation where you've got two Titans come in and just chill. And, like, even with, like, Blackbeard and Aokiji, it's like two Titans walk in, shit hits the fan immediately. You don't get, like, a congregation of, like, yo, these are the top dogs just having fun for a day. And that actually sucks. I love it, though. I love that he's willing to do it here, because it really does make it feel like the world has been changed. And, like, I hate to say it, Roger ruined it in a huge sense. And then you got Rayleigh back on the ship on his own. We'll deliver Bink Sake. Oh, no. And Shaki passes out from love sickness. Whoa, Shaki fainted, thud. Emperor Shaki, I want to take care of her. Let me out. Move it, boys. Keep away from her. Yo, girls go. Don't let the drunk dudes go copping a feel of poor old Shaki. Gloriosa's like, get away. This is a ladies' duty. Y'all can... Oh, right? Girls girl on it. Shakiyaki's rule ensured that no one... Shakiyaki's rule ensured that anyone coming to the island to visit her establishment would be granted safe passage. Even in the fiercest of pirates would keep the peace if they crossed paths. But back at sea, all bets were off. And I actually love this as well. Title of the chapter was Rocks versus Harold. Are we about to get Rocks versus Roger? Or is that only going to really, really, really happen at God Valley? Because I really want to see this, I ain't going to lie. But look at their faces here. Roger here, that's Shanks' expression. That's Shanks' face 101. Blackbeard face 101. And I love that in a way... Roger's adoptive son Shanks and Blackbeard's son Blackbeard have got this beef. This is like an intergenerational hate fest. And I actually love that. Like, these two just, like, same sides, different sides of the same coin, hate the currency. The upset grin Roger has was just like Luffy. True. That they have a place to just chill out and chop it up as people, not just pirate. Yeah, no, dude, like stats, keeping it 100, right? I love the downtime in One Piece. I love the lore, the world, the fighting. Like, by all means, I love everything. But I miss Slice of Life One Piece, especially Slice of Life with these big dudes. You know what I mean? Like, 100% right. Having a place for them to just chop it up and chill, and just, like, you know, leaves the pirating at the door, is something that I feel like we need back in the story. And I hope in the modern era, that's kind of what Cross Guild becomes. But I kind of feel like maybe it's a bit too much to ask. It's really the mindset, because Whitebeard could have done it, and Shaki's bar's still here. Everyone just has that war. True. The mindset tensions are high. Okay. Rocks versus Harold. Holy... Are we missing panels here? We just dive straight into this. Holy... Realm of the Dead, Elbaf, and this Conqueror's Clash envelops all of Elbaf. Damn. And Loki's holding onto a tree, but the tree gets ripped out. All the animals are scuttling. Poor Hudradin is like barely hanging on for dear life. Harold comes in with a right swing overhead. My man Rocks comes in with the underhand left, parries this fucker up. Mid-air, mind you. This is as good of a feat as this looks. This is always going to be Rock's upscale because Rox has to make up for the height difference. So Rox is doing this without, like, the ground. So Rox has to match this giant swing and haki with, like, doubling the force with a jump and then cancelling out the hit. This is massive upscale for Zebek. Especially when both of them get sent back flying equally. Harold, the government's really got you wrapped around their little finger. I was torn. And Harold stabs in to the ground and Zebek dives over the blade. Is this really something worth killing your friend over? And in the end, you just bowed down to him? Dumbass, you're being their tool. Is this their answer? Okay, there's the blade. Yo, sorry. I couldn't see Harold's sword. I thought Harold just parried with his horn then. That actually, like, took me a minute to get the progression of that panel. Is this their answer? They see you giants as nothing but a military asset. You'll all be enslaved as soldiers. What happened to your warrior's pride? Don't you have your own will? Quit talking like you know everything. Yeah, and he blocks the parry and then sends him through a mountain. Our warriors created a history of violence. Elbaf is shackled by it, held back from achieving true peace. You seem to have a good heart, Harold. But a long time ago, this country was attacked by giants, and he's hanging his head in shame. That kind of fear doesn't fade so easily. We're sorry. Listen, Rox, no matter how foolish the celestial dragons may be, they still have the influence in the world to bring Elbaf into the loop. Stop it! You cowardly rat! Bro gets him in a gut slash. Far out! This is slick! Bro hits that freaking projectile cannon blast to the torso. Sends Harold packing. Look at that hit. Goes clean through him. Consider our business closed. You won't be getting another invite from me again. I'm a king. I can't throw away my people's lives by following a villain like you into a losing battle. There was no true conclusion, but this unorthodox friendship had come to an end. The two would not meet again for some time until the day of a certain incident. Is Harold going to be at God Valley and get Dummy reversied, and that's going to be what ends up defeating Rox? Because I got a feeling that Harold is going to be told, you can be a part of the world government. You just need to do these preparations first to, like, ready the people. And then as soon as he gets what he wants and as soon as Rox is dead, he's going to have it revealed that he's made the wrong choice. I think that's going to be the bait and switch here of this backstory. I don't want to hear anyone talk about normal-sized people versus Susanoo or 1,000 Buddha or Biju like it again. Durability feats all day. Rox and Harold's story is so beautiful, man. You're 100%. This is what happens when you've got two good fucking dudes that genuinely respect each other, but ultimately have a different perspective of the world and peace. Ooh! Well, that sucked. Nothing worse than a sneeze. Damn. Made the camera all blurry and everything too. Hold up. Thank you, Bobo. Oh. That sneeze actually just hurt my back as well. Oh. I hate being at the age where mild inconvenience throws my back out. There was no true conclusion, but this unorthodox friendship had come to an end. The two would not meet again for some time. Not until the day of a certain incident. More news about Rox. He isn't coming back, Loki. Shut up, you lying hag. Would you like some juice? Okay. Far out. We still haven't acknowledged if Ida is alive or dead in the story. And I'm nervous. A true plot twist right now is, you know how Loki's chained up and is speaking to someone called Shaggy? Or Moda? If Ida had to leave Elbath and is the person that's talking to Loki on the transponder now, Mosa, yeah, I think that would be the craziest plot twist of this whole backstory. If Ida's still alive and she's been the only one talking to Loki. Because she knows Loki's not a bad person that would have done that to his dad. And Hadrian's just never been able to piece it together. That would actually be surprisingly beautiful. Because we've still got to get to the point in the flashback where Loki meets Lola. And Big Mum comes to Elbath. 39 years ago, West Blue. Oh. Shamrock and Shakes! As soon as I see God Valley and Twin Boys, boo! I know what we're doing. What if Harold ends up killing Oh. If Harold kills Ida, I actually probably might cry. Just a little bit. Like, I think that may be the biggest tragedy of this flashback. Because Ida has been nothing but a sweetheart and positive influence. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely speaking, Ida has been the only positive influence, bar Harold, in Loki's life. And because Harold's always away trying to negotiate this peace with the world, realistically, Ida's been the only positive influence in Loki's life. And she's gentle parenting a bit too much, but honestly, this shit is heartbreaking. Because I don't know Ida's fate at the minute. I just don't want her dead. I think Ida raised a terrible child, not gonna lie, and I think that's the twist. You're talking about her raising Hadrian, and Hadrian being a bit of a piece of shit? I actually do love the play on this, the nature versus nurture, right? Because I kind of agree. Hadrian's a good guy, but he's a dick to his brother for, like, unnecessary reasons. But then again, his brother is a dick. It's just Hadrian's not understanding of his brother. Because they've got different... They have different trauma and different... How do I put this? They have different social constraints forced upon them. He also served Buggy. True, but serving Buggy doesn't make you a bad dude. I ain't gonna front. I have no idea what's going on, but it's something to do with Harold and Rock. Yes, Raccoon, yes. Hey, Kame. Look, I'll get to the. I'll keep reading the chapter, but like again, the Ida. I think Ida was too focused on. Okay, let's let's word this like this, right? Ida was too focused on Loki's trauma that she forgot to parent her own son, and because of that, she was too much of a boy's mum, where she let Hudron's negative personality traits slide, because that's her only biological son, and she was too worried about this other kid that was abandoned and trying to bring him into the fray that she forgot to parent her kid. So I think Ida is a perfect example of nature versus nurture and the problems about sometimes being a good mum isn't being a good mum. You know what I mean? Sometimes being more strict and having boundaries is what's needed. If that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into that one too much, right? You should have seen what just happened. Ooh, okay. What if Harold came to save Rox but fails? Then Ida gets killed by Emu. Harold gets Domi. Oh, that would suck. You'll have to tell me about it in a minute. This live's close to being done, so I'll swing by for one of you guys' live after. 39 years ago, West Blue. Where? Oh, two twin boys. Oh, that really is the end of the chapter. Okay, hold up. They're so cute. And they've got your red hair. I hope that they grow up to be as bright as you. Don't worry, we'll pitch in since their daddy is away. Thank you, mister. Have you settled on their on names for them? Shanks and Shamrock. Saying they've got your red hair is confirmation that both of them are gingers to me. So they are definitively twins with the same hair. I really need the horn ripping screen now after this chapter. Yeah. Why Oda not show her? 1 year left. God Valley should be next chapter. I think next chapter ends with the setup for God Valley. I think there's still one more like this next chapter is going to be not God Valley, but setting up something in between God Valley. And then the God Valley incident will happen. So like the God Valley incident will be 1160. 1159 will set up everything with everyone to there. Because remember, we've still got to find out what treasure the world government stole from Hajinosu. Which, it's probably going to be Shaki. So if they kidnap Shaki and bring Shaki to God Valley, right? And then again, maybe the plan was this. Kidnap Shaki, bring her to God Valley. Once Shaki's at God Valley, it's the hunting game. Maybe they always planned for the Rocks Pirates to show up, and they were using her as bait to add them to the human hunt. Is the mum what Garling was talking about to the Gorosei? I feel like it's been 1150 for a while. What do you mean? But then the thing Garling was also talking about, though. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me feels like this is a little bit like is it Barad-dûr, the Black Tower from Lord of the Rings, right? Because the way God Valley's set up, and I've seen people mentioning that like it looks like a laser upside down, so it's gonna be like, you know, one of the ancient weapons or something like that, right? I could see a situation where there's maybe like some crazy like ancient tech under the ground here, and this is an ancient weapon or something like that. We still have a bit of build up to God Valley with crazy plot twists of tech and stuff revealed in this. You know what I mean? Do you think it's possible that the twins' mother is a special race that the Figure knows Emu likes? Talk about Goon Valley. I don't know. Oda has made Shaki 200% more interesting in like 5 chapters. Yeah, 100%. Burbo, honestly, I don't think the mum is going to be a unique race, but maybe. It's just since Garling's confirmed blonde, I don't know, because, like, the red hair being the signature trait here, I don't necessarily know if they're going to be a completely different race, because, again, Shanks doesn't have any non-generic humans on his crew, apart from Monster, his monkey, right? A twin birth. I've got to go back to the Kuma flashback. Hold up. Because I did mention in the Kuma flashback that it looks like the mum was actually in the hunt. So that's all the way back. Ooh. Kumachi, Ginny, the birth of Bonnie. It's before the birth of Bonnie. It's gonna be Kumachi, 1196. Let's go back to this chapter. Yep. Right. This woman here is someone that I thought may have been Shanks' mum in the past, because they focused on her a little bit, but we never see the face of the baby, right? I could see it play both ways, where Garling doesn't care about these children, and then the events of God Valley play out, and after the events of God Valley play out, his children survive, and so then he acknowledges them as having, like, a fighter spirit like his. Right? Because if I go back one more chapter, right, like, this is the preview we've had of God Valley, right? So let's actually, like, with the context of that chapter we just got, let's actually, like, have a read of what they kind of say here. So it's like, we cut over to God Valley 38 years ago, the West Blue. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. Remember, this event only takes place once every 3 years. Don't miss your chance to take part. It's the Native Cleansing Festival. The venue chosen this time is this non-government affiliated country. They call it God Valley. Whoa, this blasphemous name was given to the island as it has an abundance of natural resources. The world government has just annexed this land, so it can be the site of our traditional human hunt. How selfish can you be? You want to slaughter our citizen for sport? Have you lost your minds? This is our country, my lord. And then Garland cuts down the king. Kia, no, my lord. Oh my. Hold your horses, St. Garling. You've gone and started before the buzzer. In a shocking twist, the king of the natives has already been slain. As a penalty for starting the hunt early, St. Garling shall be docked 10,000 points. What a blow for one of the predicted forerunners. I need a handicap like that to keep things interesting. To spruce up the proceedings, we have arranged to add some additional game to be hunted down alongside the natives. These slaves are all notorious troublemakers and sinners. Once they're released, we'll chase them down like wild rabbits. And obviously, we've also got Saturn on the island. Sir, we just got word they tracked down the child who has tried to escape us. It was the Buccaneer brat. Trying to run away. How selfish can you get? Yeah, so they do that with him, like, annihilating the king. You know what I mean? And then after that, we get back to all of them. There are 150 rare rabbits to hunt down. That's not to mention the 13 super rare ones. Each of those is worth 10,000 apiece. Remember, single hit kills will earn you a skill bonus. We've prepared extravagant prizes for the winners of this prestigious event. You pests can just sit back and watch. The Manmire family is going to win. Remember, the Manmire family is who Gunko's a part of. Like, in the official viz, it's now officially Gunko Manmire. Right? So this is 10 to 20 years after the Manmire family lost Brooke as an escort. Don't count on an easy victory, darling. Please, someone make me from this nightmare. How is this allowed to happen? How can... Like, this woman here, right? Please desist and respect the rules. We haven't started yet. Consider the other 200 nobles participating. There's only 1 hour before the hunt begins. Now run, little rabbits. Give us a good chase. And then also the stuff with Garp here, right? What do you expect? You don't just swipe the crown jewel of Pirate Island. Of course they would come and get it back. Where in the world did you hear about that? You must have assigned them extra protection to compensate for their stupidity, right? So what's got you so flustered? Well, these things we didn't account for. It seems Roger's on the move there too. Lead with that next time. I'm on my way. You get what I mean? Like... I genuinely believe that part of God Valley is going to be that Shanks' mum was put in the hunt. And when Shanks' mum was put in the hunt, what ends up happening is she hides her babies in the treasure chests, right? One gets taken by Roger. One ends up being left behind and gets taken by Garling when he sees that his son's actually survived and, made it through the events. But the mum herself dies in the hunt because she was perceived as a peasant. You know what I mean? Just something for Garling to just, wife number 316. Maybe I'm reading into that too much though. Like that's just the way I'm sort of piecing it together at the moment, because there's all these moving factors. I don't think next chapter we jump straight into God Valley. I think there's still a bit more setup that we need to actually understand the surroundings of God Valley, if that makes sense. And especially since when we cut out of this flashback, and when Harold dies, we're cutting straight into Luffy's first alteration with Emu. You know what I mean? So it's like, when we got back, shit's hitting the fan, you know? Wait. You wanted to hop up in Discord. Hold up. Sorry, I haven't hopped on. Hold up. I'm over in the live stream now, freezing, if you're wanting to hop in. And let me make it unmute so people should be able to hear you if you wanted to come in. I wasn't going to be on for too much longer because I got a little bit of stuff on this afternoon, but if you are wanting to hop up, just let me know. Otherwise, if you're going live, I'll be in lives later after I get a few other things done. We've seen Shaggy for 5 seconds and the plot potential is up there with Blackbeard. And that Whitebeard scar, so many things about to happen. I want to see Shanks and Blackbeard fight. Yo, there's just so much. There's just so much. Actually, wait. What time is it? It's about 1:30. I've been going for an hour. What I might do is I might end the stream here, freezing, and if you're going live at all, I'll swing over to the live to talk about it in a bit because I've just got to get a few jobs done. And if not, I will host a live later for a discussion for it because I've got the next couple of days off as well. So I'll do that. All right. That being said, this was chapter 1158. Live reaction. Thank you guys and girls for coming through, right? This is a freaking great chapter. Oh my god, my excitement. This whole flashback has been phenomenal. Like, it really is, like, and this was a short chapter, mind you. This really is a whole other world. Like, this is so One Piece, but it feels like this isn't One Piece, you know what I mean? So I love how Oda's just able to create this and make you invested so quickly and so easily. Yeah. These go up on YouTube, freezing. So all my live reactions are always available on YouTube. Keep them up there. They're always available. That being said, since it's being asked, if you haven't done so already, you know what to do. You're not as appreciated. You're not as expected at this point in time. If you're watching this over on TikTok, thank you guys and girls for coming through. If you're new, follow me, like the video, all that good stuff. If you're watching this over on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Give the video a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Share it, comment, let me know what your thoughts are. And if you haven't done so already, check out the description down below. It'll take you to things like my Twitter, my Twitch, my Discord, where you can join and talk anything anime and manga related, and my YouTube and TikTok. All the social medias are all under the same name, New World Supernova. So be sure to check them out. Until the next time, nothing but love, nothing but respect. Have a damn good day. And just going to end this off with the last comment. Jishan, you get your wobble in. The last word of the stream, wobble.